Hello, I'm Antti from WARMEN.
I am Janne, also from WARMEN.
Hmm.
Good. We just previously today did some interview work, but we're still good.
Yeah,
Still going.
strong.
Yes. We are excited because we are happy about the album. We're
Mm.
happy how the album turned out. We are happy about the initial reactions to the first new
Singles.
released songs, singles. Yes. So yeah, everything is going good. It's more what we did last time, and more things we couldn't do last time. Or it's really difficult. But last time we wrote the album, the music, initially with the idea of melodic singing in the choruses, right?
Mm.
And then we kind of backpedaled. We realized that, man, this is way too heavy. We don't want melodic singing anymore. Then we kind of adjusted the music a little bit on the previous album to fit that. And then we found Petri and it was perfect, and everything worked well with Petri and it was just perfect. So this time, when we started the songwriting process, we knew exactly who's going to sing on it, how he sound likes, but what are his, like, how to make that singer shine, like not like, because these can be really difficult situations when you bring someone in that stuff wasn't really written for you. But we got really lucky last time because it turned out perfectly with Petri. We modified some choruses a little bit, but this time we wrote the whole thing
For his voice.
knowing who's going to sing on it, who's going to scream on it, and it was good.
Yeah, when you say that you originally intended to have some melodic vocals, you mean that they were supposed to be cleans?
Yes.
Yeah.
In the very first phase of writing music for the previous album, we were still thinking about clean vocals for the choruses. But I don't
I'm
know.
glad.
I don't know what
I'm glad we didn't have
I
it.
don't know what we were smoking because I'm going through this phase of my friend Jussi from the Riff and the 69 Eyes described it to me perfectly, that some people just go through this phase in their life when they just don't like the melodies anymore, and all you like is Slayer. and that's what that's what I'm going through. I'm in my Slayer phase, even though I've toured with Slayer like 15 years ago, but it's somehow that for me it has to do something with how everything is changing in the music business and everything is just going to hell. So I'm just way more radicalized. I'm only listening to the metal music nowadays with no clean vocals. Live, I can't really enjoy any band that has way too much background tapes. I like bands that are actually playing live. But this is my phase that I'm going through right now.
Yeah, you never exited the Slayer phase, I guess.
No, I'm still there.
Oh, yeah. Oh man! So you were always there.
Yeah.
No, but you can't, dude. You also had your like soil
Yeah,
work, and
of
I
course,
did.
yeah,
Like, we
yeah,
all loved
yeah,
that
yeah.
stuff at
Yeah,
some
yeah.
point. And of course I still do. If I still love soil work, if
Yeah,
I
yeah,
listen
yeah.
to it on the album. But you know what I mean. Like for me, soil work was some of the best metal with aggressive vocals and then clean singing.
Yeah.
So that nowadays.
But you have to be a really good singer to
Yes.
kind of pull that off, because if you're not, it's gonna sound like shit.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess maybe that's difference between Swedish melodic metal and Finnish melodic metal. Like, especially the old bands, there's not that many clean vocals, right?
Yeah.
Now that I think about it.
Yeah. No, because it takes real talent. You need to be.
There's no talent in Finland.
No. No. How long have you
Yeah,
been
it's
here?
not that you're only for 10 years.
Yeah, okay, then
Right.
you will realize at some point.
Yeah. You know what?
I don't think so.
There was no pressure because I've been doing this for a long time. I've seen what's going on, and to be really honest, brutally honest, we just needed more songs for our live set. So that there was no pressure. We were like, fuck, we just need more songs, and that's what we did. We wrote some new songs, and now we're gonna release them as an album.
Yeah, they came out pretty heavy, and we are
Yes.
happy about it.
Yeah. So it's not.
It's even more heavy than before.
It is, and even less pressure, I think, than on the previous album. Previous album, I was nervous a little bit because it was a big change, new lineup, everything.
Yeah, and for WARMEN it was this kind of...
Yeah. But
We're
right
coming-
now, I'm very confident that we know what we're doing, which is probably a lie. But, you know, some of us know what we're doing.
Who?
Mostly
Yuri.
Petri. No, yeah, Yuri, yes.
Yuri.
Yuri looks like it.
Yeah.
It feels great, obviously. I love the bottom music, we all do, I hope. But at the same time, we don't want to... I mean, for me personally, I think it's fine to have a couple of songs in the set list just to, you know... But we really needed more WARMEN songs, because if we had an hour set list, a headline show of 75 minutes, there was just not enough material for us.
Yeah,
So we borrowed some stuff from Bodum, which we can do, and I'm glad the fans liked it. I mean, people liked it, crowds liked it, and we liked it too. But the reality is we want to play more of the WARMEN stuff. I'm not gonna say that. I mean, because we can do it. Maybe there's always gonna be a little bit of covering Bodum, or maybe not. But we really just needed some more original material.
And one thing that many people don't seem to realize, that we cannot play those like old WARMEN songs because they had like clean vocals and
yes,
those instrumental songs. It's not gonna fit into this
with the new lineup,
style
yes,
and
that's,
new lineup.
Yes,
like
that's maybe
we
not.
can't do it. So that's why
we even played around with the idea and thought about some arrangements and stuff, and we just realized we can't really do. We cannot do
working.
it. So we had to borrow some from somewhere, and you know, the closest point for us was just to pull some Bodum songs, because you know, I think what you're describing there is that it's a little bit more diverse.
Yeah,
So the last
maybe.
album was maybe a bit more just the
Yeah.
same punch in the head, but this one is a little bit more diverse in the end, though. So I hope that the feeling that you're describing is that
It's not boredom.
No.
Definitely not.
no. But I think I know what you mean. I think in minutes it might be like 2 minutes longer or whatever, the whole album. But still, the previous album was kind of short and was kind of into your face, really, you know. So yeah, there's a couple of melodies that some people might think are progressive, but we don't think they're progressive. We don't want to. I don't know how to say this in terms of music, but like we definitely did not want to be progressive, like not too progressive, because you know, we've gone progressive back in the day, and then, now we're very, I think, concentrated on our heavier sound. So I think there's a couple of melodies that you wrote, fucker, that some people might feel as progressive due to the modulations and going back and forth.
I'm a progressive guy.
Yes, no.
Listening
No.
to Slayer.
No, confusing. But but so and these are the things that we mentioned in previous interviews, that I had no idea that this is the feeling that people are gonna get when they listen to the album, you know, because from some very initial feedback I also got, well, there's some progressive elements. I was like, fuck no, there was not supposed to be any. But you know, I get it now. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it where it comes from, but we were not trying to be progressive. Some of that stuff that comes out as progressive on our recent album is on our latest album is very similar to some of the melody work on the very later Bodum albums, where it kind of repeats and modulates. And then I never felt that progressive over there. So, you know, it's I don't know.
Yeah, I think people nowadays label things that they cannot really label very well as
Right.
progressive.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, true crime and all that kind of television. Nowadays, I think it's some of the most fun content to watch on television, and but also these like even goofy ones, but they have the crime in there, like Ginny and Georgia, and you know, kind of these I watch with my wife. And then what are some of the good ones? What was this one? I can't. The name escapes me, of course, right now. But you know, there's even some of these kind of labeled as comedy, but it's based on this crime story, and some of those are quite inspiring, because there's like a really dark thing that has happened, but it's all wrapped in a you know, entertainment kind of thing. So there's something really interesting about that whole thing, I think, and that's why I think it's very easy to draw inspiration for lyrics in that kind of realm.
I think the murder cases are always
Yes.
the most interesting. And
Yes, I mean unsolved mysteries are of course
Yeah.
the best, but then again, if a really freaky case has been solved, it's also super interesting.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's a triplet song. We have to have a triplet song, and we would have to credit Yuri a lot for this song. He worked his ass off.
Yeah.
Both of us were already kind of giving up on the song, like, no, this is not gonna work. But Yuri really made it happen. He was arranging a lot of stuff that we were not
We were already too tired
at that
for-
point.
Yeah.
Yes, but he's young and ample.
He's really young and he has that hair and
Yes, but I think that song, being a triplet song, has a different feel, and it kind of, because of that, stands out from the rest of the stuff. It also a bit of a different tempo triplet feel. Yeah. I mean, currently all of our songs are inspired by Slayer. I know, but I mean every good hard riff is inspired by Slayer.
yeah. For example, 9 Lives, the C part, it is kind of Slayerish,
Yeah.
and then One More Year is inspired by Slayer.
Yeah. And then
Like-
so many times we kind of have to back off a little bit, like,
Yeah.
oh,
This is too Slayer.
yeah, we can't put that outro on there because it's way too Slayer. So, but yeah, because when things go to shit, you gotta listen to Slayer.
Yes.
And like you just mentioned, the world is kind of shit right now. So Slayer is on our minds.
Yeah. Is that something as brothers that you bond over music?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
so many different kind and styles of music, and you know, over the years and all that. But yeah, for sure, yeah. We have some festivals coming up.
There's gonna be a tour in Finland.
There's going to be a tour in Finland, and especially in the interviews for Central Europe, we would obviously love to expand our operation and go tour Europe more. For a band of our size, right now touring is very expensive since COVID and whatever. So even though we would love to go, it's not that easy that let's go on a European tour. It needs a lot of planning and stuff, and
Or Brazil.
or that. So
So you're not coming to Brazil? Not
Well,
yet.
we don't believe that it's
I mean, it's
not
so
close.
It is so. And you mentioned how the world has changed, because in the previous album cycle, there was everyone was still asking for us, like, please come to the US for a tour. And now even the journalists mentioned that, well, in the current climate, you're probably not coming to the US.
Yeah.
So imagine that, you know,
Yeah.
that's weird, because I used to tour the US a lot and I had a great time. So things are very different nowadays.
Yeah.
And we would love to expand our operations to Central Europe.
Yeah,
that's
first.
that's something that seems rationable and doable, and you know, and so we kind of started this slow on purpose. We toured Finland first, and then and you know, but if it any way possible, we would expand to Europe, you know, little by little.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching this interview.
Please check out our new album.
Band of Brothers.
We are
out
Yes, on
August.
15th.
Yes.
We're happy about it. We made the progress we wanted to make to achieve some new songs for our live set.
Yes.
I hope you agree that the album fills that purpose. And
we will see you at the shows.
we'd love to see you at the show.
Yeah. Metal.